Hello everybody, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me here today. So today I have a reaction video to Instagram for you guys. I get tagged and messaged and added in so many different things from Instagram and so many different videos and pictures and everything like that. So I'm gonna do a reaction and give some advice and tips and things like that as we go today. Just before we get into that, if you don't know who I am, my name is Robert. I'm a professional makeup artist in real life. It has been my profession for the last 12 years. And recently I've brought that here to YouTube. And it's my goal here to make you a pro yourself or just someone who's really good at makeup. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, then please consider subscribing to my channel. So the reason I make these kind of like reaction videos, I have like a whole playlist here of reaction videos, is because there's a lot of misinformation online, and that comes across when I'm doing my clients, when I'm doing teaching people. They question why I'm not using an Instagram technique or a YouTube technique, and that goes as far as I once had someone ask me why I'm not using a fork to contour their nose or a spoon to do a cut crease, and all these crazy things that you see online people take very literally. And you need to remember that some things online are attention grabbing. The idea is to go viral and to, you know, get as many people to see this video or this product as possible. And the only way they can do that is in an attention seeking way or a really over the top way, whether that's drawing over their whole face or whatever. So a lot of techniques you see now come from this kind of Instagram sales trend or going viral trend or trying to get attention trend. It's not bad trying to get attention, it's people's jobs, like they need to make money, you know? So I just kind of want to separate what we see on Instagram versus real life. So let's do that today. Let's take out a few Instagram videos that you guys have tagged me in. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Let's start with our first one. The eye look is stunning. That's really, really nice. Let's talk about the obvious thing that's happened here is the dot concealer. Obviously it's done again as an eye-catching thumbnail thing, but let's talk about the technical aspect of how effective the color correcting is that she has done. First of all, she's the kind of person with incredible skin that doesn't need color correcting in the first place. Orange cancels out that kind of bluey, green, grey kind of tone. So we use it under our eyes, we use it on stubble, on 5 o'clock shadow to colour correct anything dark. Why she's used it over her whole face is beyond me. I don't really know why. I can't actually see what the benefit of that is. There's some green in there. And then she used a product on top that is made to mattify the skin on top of a cream product. So really that Vaseline, I can never say it, the matte serum, whatever it is, should go on the skin first. And then if you were going to colour correct, use that colour correct on top. There's no benefit to what she has done with her face here. So when you are at home colour correcting, don't think you need to use it over the whole face. Consider if you need to use it in the first place anyway, but that's very excessive and very unnecessary. The order of product wasn't quite there. Okay, what's next? She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. You see her walking down the boulevard. She got the posture of a superstar. Okay, let's study this again together. So she's putting on concealer, a lot of it, obviously for the thumbnail, so much actually. Okay, where's it gone? She's put powder on. Where's that product? Where's the concealer gone? Was that an important step? No, because it's not on her lip anymore. And now she's kind of making these marks in her lip. That the idea is to push that area of her lip inwards and almost contour the lip to make it look more pouty. But then she's using a full coverage and matte lipstick on top that completely goes over the top of that colour and diminishes that colour. It's a really nice final lip, but you could have just lined lipstick and then put that on top. A few things first. If you want your lipstick to last longer, a lip liner anyway helps, but a lip primer would be more effective than a concealer. Concealers, again, contain moisture, which makes a natural slip for your skin. You can buy products that are made to erase the lip as well. That much product is actually absolutely ridiculous. Even a finger off a little bit of concealer would be absolutely fine. Just tap, 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 tap. You don't need that much product. If you're going to contour your lip to make it look more pouty, and actually an effective way to actually do it would be to do your liner, then your lipstick, and then grab a lip liner that's maybe one shade darker than the lipstick color you're using, and then make those marks in the lip that you want to appear more contoured. Because otherwise you're just going over it and completely covering it up. There's no point. You actually haven't done anything. So the best way to do it would be after your lipstick, or if you're going to use a sheer lipstick, then you can do the method that she's done with, again, maybe a shade darker, but she's used a full coverage matte lipstick that completely covers. Yeah, her videos anyway are just, yeah.
I was kissing you with my eyes open, but you said keep them closed and be in the...
So you cannot do your contour, your blush and your highlighter with your 3 fingers all at the same time. Yeah, use your fingers and pat, but you can't do this because, one, you're pushing the product really dense when you first press the product onto the skin, and then you're dragging out, so you're softening the lift. Ideally, if you want any part of a face to have more density and color, you want it right here. So using your fingers all at once, 5-minute craft, everything you do is awful. It's so terrible. I don't mean to be rude, but you're the worst. If you're gonna do contour, blush or highlight with a finger, one at a time, and actually think about where you're positioning it. Yeah, no.
There's something about the way that you understand. We don't need a rush and we don't need to make no plan. You say pace yourself, slow it down.
Okay, shit.
And I don't want to waste my days with no one else. I love how it feels, killing time, you and I, hours, minutes, days and nights, trading all of our deadlines for conversations over wine, killing time.
I'm not even exaggerating when I say that kind of stuff makes me just think, like, what's the point? Is this what they're teaching in makeup schools now? Can someone let me know what this fascination with this over the top applying foundation like it's paint? No, actually, because you actually brush paint. This is like you're applying foundation in like a mask, like, you know, face mask, like, and then pushing that onto the skin. You're not blending it. Makeup is meant to be blended. You need to blend. Whatever it is, you need to blend it. I'll give you 45 minutes without that looking like shit on the skin. Excessive concealer anyway, the same way done. So now you have 2 layers of product that hasn't been blended, it's just been pressed on. So you have a layer of concealer. Then we go in with another concealer, which, by the way, that particular MAC concealer is so dry that on top of another layer, it's gonna have this horrible, horrible texture. And then powder on top of that. Awful. That is one of the worst things in terms of layering I've ever seen, ever. You can have full coverage, but blend it into your skin. Full coverage doesn't mean excessive product. Buy a foundation that is full coverage. Do 1 or 2 layers, full coverage. Contour, I mean, they do a highlight and then they add some kind of contour powder afterwards, which now the highlight and the contour are touching. When your highlight and your contour touch, you get this grey tone. That's why you see a lot of people walking around with quite like silvery faces or grey faces, metallic grey, rather than a smooth, natural highlight. You kind of want to almost gradient your product. Highlighter, blush, bronzer, contour. It should be gradient into each other. This one can touch this one, but it shouldn't be touching this one. You know, it's gradient. It's basic like color. If you're gonna mix something metallic with something muddy or brown, you're gonna get muddy brown. That makes me want to go and wash my face. I just can't believe it. And here's the thing, this is why I don't like things like this so much. If this is like a school or an academy or something like that that's teaching this method of makeup, good luck sending your students out into the world when they get somebody maybe with maturer skin or a bride or something like that. I mean, that's gonna look awful on camera in daylight. Good luck sending them out and getting them to do this look on everyone else. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. I hope they're not charging people for that. I really hope we're not.
It's a syndicate at night, blasting playpen in the daytime. Goosebumps rise at night.
Okay, I'm going to stop that there because the main reason you all tagged me in this video is because of the color correction method. So whether or not he did this in real life or used to do this in real life, whatever, the method itself, okay, let's talk about this. So what he's done is he's taken Kool-Aid powder and he has basically used it to stain his under eyes. So when he wipes that excess product away, there's a stain. Here's the deal with that. When I think of color correcting under the eye, one of the most difficult things to do is layer product in a way that gives you an effective coverage, a nice texture without looking cakey and separating. And that's because we have to apply layer after layer of color correct. So an orange, that's if you have really dark under eyes. So like an orange tone or a deep red, depending on how deep your under eyes are, something then to cancel out that color. And then if that's not consistent with the rest of your skin tone, then you need to make that, you know, level out. The method of using something that stains the skin is actually a really good idea, because once you have that stain on the skin, it doesn't leave a texture, it doesn't leave a layer, it doesn't leave product. It's now your skin tone in that area. So you've color corrected that area without adding product. Does that make sense? So Kool-Aid, I mean, if you want to, but you can get lip stains. Korean brands have amazing like lip stains, blushes that stain the skin. Are you meant to use red pigmentation around the eyes? Not really, it's not safe. It can be potentially dangerous around the eyes, so I'm not advising anyone does this, but it's a good idea and it's an effective idea. So I'm not angry at that. A lot of you were a little bit like, you have to see this. And I was like, you know what? There's some logic in that. There's some logic in although it seems crazy because it's Kool-Aid, the logic behind it is actually quite sensible. Yeah, that's an interesting one because I get it. I do. Would I do it? No. But I do get the idea. Okay, so if you want a mascara that's going to last 10 seconds, then that's a great idea. Vaseline should never be mixed in with a product that you want to last a long time. It doesn't last. It doesn't last on the skin. Your body temperature can warm it up quite easily and it can melt. It's going to be all in your eyes. It's going to get smudges under here. It just doesn't work. If you want to hydrate a mascara, eye drops. Eye drops are a really good way to do that. Mix it in with air. You could buy products like Inglot's Duraline, which is a really good product to rehydrate products. Vaseline is never the answer for your makeup problems at all. Unless it's your lips, you're mixing it to make a lip product. But even then, Vaseline, is on the eyes, no. Especially your eyelashes, where you can get quite, like, a lot of people have problems with eye products lasting a long time anyway, so to put Vaseline on your lashes is a no-go for me. Okay, that looks really cute. That's actually a really great makeup technique. Not done that way. If you want to group together your lashes, you can absolutely do it with tweezers. It's just tugging slightly on the lash, which isn't the best. Just coat your bottom lashes like you would normally with mascara, and then take some time to grab your tweezers and pinch those lashes together while your mascara is drying. I wouldn't go pulling your lashes with tweezers in any way. I know she's probably just doing it gently, but there's an easier way to do it. It looks really cute. It's a really, really nice look, actually. Yeah, probably not the best technique, though.
I would love to be your stars, your moon, your sun. I would love to be that one. I'd love to be the one to make you laugh. I'd love to be the one who'd always say that I love you back.
That's absolutely not effective in any way at all. You can, if you want, first of all, excessive product, and you might be like, what's wrong with excessive product? On the eye area especially, if you build up too much of an underlayer, it's going to crease. It's going to eventually crease. That's just way, way too much product. If you want to define the brow, fine. Do that with some primer, whatever. But then you don't drag it onto the lid. Just use a light layer on the lid. You don't need that much eye primer. Use it sparingly. You don't have to keep buying eye primer like this. It's absolutely insane. That much product is ridiculous. There's no reason to take it across here. You waste this whole block here. Whatever product you use there of eye primer is completely wasted product. I would not do that much primer on someone and then expect it to last hours and hours and hours. That will crease. And then they sit there and tap it for ages and ages and ages. And people are like, oh yeah, but you know, it does work, you just need to tap it. No, you don't have to just tap it. Use a thin layer of it and it will work exactly the same when you're putting on colour, and it will last longer. I guarantee you that is ridiculous. You can get a nice defined brow by using an eye primer like you would just normally. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Somebody needs to tell me what they think the benefit of using that much product is, because I don't understand, and there's also no benefit. Okay, now's not the time to get angry. All right, guys. I just feel like now, especially in this thing we're going through in the whole world, people take they take makeup makes them calm. It gives them something to focus on. It gives them something else to do. And I know that because you guys tag me in your stories, you know, that you're relaxing and doing makeup with me, and you know, all this kind of stuff, which is amazing. And I hate the thought that you're virtually being lied to. You know, it really bugs me. You don't need to buy these certain products. You don't need to do these certain things with these products. It just really infuriates me that people are taking something that is amazing. Makeup is incredible. Makeup artistry is amazing. Your development in your creativity and in your artistry is an incredible thing to see and to learn and to grow. And companies and schools and all these things are just making it so, I don't know how to describe it. Take what you see online with a pinch of salt, like I always say. Like, it's just, I don't know. And you might be thinking, you know, oh, but it's just online. No, I've met people, I've worked for people with clients that think that that's the only way to do it. Some people have grown up with online makeup. Do you know what I mean? When I was started off in makeup, there wasn't makeup online. You could maybe buy it, but you know what I mean? But there wasn't like Instagram and Facebook and all this stuff. So there wasn't this overwhelming urge to, you know, to have to own this and do this technique. If you like doing that and you have money to spare, then absolutely keep doing what you're doing. I feel like there needs to be some honesty now online, and there needs to get to a point where people are saying, this is what I like to do, you don't have to do it. If you're gonna claim to be an educator, then educate in an honest way. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you're all keeping safe. I care about you, your health, your safety. I hope you're not wasting your money. Yeah, I just hope you're looking after yourself and each other. Yeah, keep tagging me on things. Keep doing it. I love it. I love connecting with you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter. That's it at the moment. Yeah. Thanks again, guys. I will see you very soon. Bye.